Hey everybody, my name is Chris and I'm a tutor here at Chegg.com. I mostly do math and a little bit of computer science. So in this video we're going to solve a logarithmic equation. So here we have the base 2 log of x plus the base 2 log of x plus 7 equals 3, and we want to solve this for x. Okay, so the very first thing that we're going to do is squish these two logs together into one log, and we're going to use the property that says the base 2 log, or any base log really, of m plus the base 2 log of n equals the base 2 log of m times n. Okay, so remember, if we have a sum of two logs, we can squish those together into one log of the product of these two things, m and n here. Okay, so if we do that over here, then that's going to give us the base 2 log of x times the quantity x plus 7 equals 3. Okay, now there's a couple different things we could do next. So let's go ahead and distribute this x into x plus 7. So that's going to give us the base 2 log of x squared plus 7x, and that equals 3. All right, now what we want to do is get rid of the log entirely. So what we're going to do then is use the fact that the base 2 log of m, if that equals, let's say, y, then that's equivalent to saying m equals 2 to the y. Okay, so that's just pretty much how logarithms are defined. We have the base 2 log of m equals y as being equivalent to m equals 2 to the y. So when you learn about logs in pre-calc, that's usually how they define them. So in our case, this is going to be x squared plus 7x equals 2 to the third power. Okay, now let's go ahead and simplify a little bit. X squared plus 7x equals 2 to the third power, that's just 8. Now what we have here is a quadratic equation. So let's go ahead and subtract 8 from both sides, and we get x squared plus 7x minus 8 equals 0. All right, I'm going to go ahead and erase this stuff up here. Now this is really nice because this equation can actually be factored, and that's really good news for us because that's going to simplify things quite a bit. So let's go ahead and come back up here. So I'm going to take this and move it up here. So I'll just rewrite that real quick. I have x squared plus 7x minus 8 equals 0. And we want to factor, so that's going to be factored as x plus 8 times x minus 1 equals 0. So we end up with x equals negative 8 and x equals positive 1. So are we done? No, we're not done, because we have to be very careful when we solve any equation in general, really, but especially when we solve logarithmic equations. We have to be very, very careful and make sure that all of our solutions actually work. So here we have x equals negative 8 and x equals positive 1. So what we want to do is take both of these solutions one at a time, plug them back into the original equation, and make sure they work. So it's very, very, very important that we use the original equation, this one here, and we don't want to use any of these later ones. Okay, we want to be very careful about that. All right, so let's go ahead and test them out. So if x equals negative 8, oops, let's go ahead and fix that there. If x equals negative 8, then what happens? Well, if x equals negative 8, then we have the base 2 log of negative 8, and then I'm going to stop right there because that's already bad. Okay, we cannot have a negative number inside of a log. No matter what the base of the log is, whatever goes inside of the log here cannot be negative. So negative 8 is not okay. So that's bad. That makes a sad face because we don't want to put negative numbers inside of logs. So no, not allowed. What about x equals 1? Well, hopefully that works. Otherwise, this equation has no solution. So if x equals 1, then what happens? Well, then we have the base 2 log of 1 plus the base 2 log of 1 plus 7. Now the base 2 log of 1 is 0. That's just a matter of knowing properties of logs. The base 2 log of 1 is 0. And then this is the base 2 log of 8. So 0 is just 0, so that's gone, forget about it. And the base 2 log of 8 is 3. Because remember, if we say the base 2 log of 8, what we're really saying is give me a number such that if I raise 2 to that number, then I get 8. So 2 to what number is 8? Well, that number is 3. Okay? Because if I raise 2 to the third power, then I get 8. So the base 2 log of 8 is 3. Does that equal the right-hand side? Yes, it does. Okay, 3 is exactly what we wanted to get, so that's great. X equals 1 actually is a solution. So x equals 1 is really the only solution to this equation here. So this has been an example of solving a logarithmic equation. I hope you found it helpful, and thank you for watching.